Wacha tuingie kwa maswali. What does, alafu unaweza zijibu haraka tukiendelea.
Okay.
What does case number mean?
Oh, case number. So when you're being selected, you're given those numbers. So to kind of ease it life ya watu wa KCC, ikuwe ni kama OB number. Tuseme tu ni OB number. So your process ikuwe easier for them to get you in track. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about that today, but sijui kama watu wataelewa, but kuna kitu inaitwaga holes for case numbers. So si ati ukiona case number imetoka inaanza 1 iko 1 2 3 4 5 6 to 1,000. There's at a point your case number iko 1, then you may jump to 30. That is a hole.
Kuna mashimo, gaps.
Yeah, so those are holes. Hizo holes determine that year case numbers zinafika ngapi. Kama I think ya DV 2023 watu wamekuwa na hadi 60 something thousand. So wakizi compress down wanapata there's a lot of holes. Then hizo ni case numbers ziko but hazina mtu, ziko empty.
So just because there is 30, your case number is 30,000 doesn't mean that there is 29,999 people ahead of you. Kuna mashimo. Aya. Nani anauliza, niko na swali. Ku apply DV lottery unahitaji simu ama lazima utumie computer?
Unaweza apply na simu.
As long as uko na passport photo yako kwa umeisave kwa nini? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I have Mojikita anasema I have a question. I'm in Qatar and my KCSE certificate iko home. How can I verify the KCSE cert?
Nimesema nowadays you just log into NEC website.
Yep.
Then I think wanakuitisha your certificate number, you add it.
Yep,
you add it in there, then they verify.
Let me put for the people kwani nakataa.
NEC wameenda digital.
NEC wameenda nini? Wacha ni nini?
And I think wako kwa e-citizen, right?
Yeah. So this is the website in qmis.nec.ac.ke. Unaenda tu hapo hivyo, alafu they can verify the nini for you. So you don't need to go home. Alafu ambie, you tell somebody who's coming over akuletee certificate zako. So you don't need to appear in person.
You don't.
Yep, you don't need to appear in person. Aya, turudi kwa nini hiyo imetu come on.
Station ameuliza tieni Kemboi na ana passport.
What's the average years people get citizenship after getting the green card?
5 years.
Miaka 5.
Yeah. It depends on the green card. So if it's a DV lottery, it's 5 years. If it's a marriage based, it's 3 years.
3 years.
At 2.5 years, you can start applying for it because what does it take 6 months to process your documents. Then by the time you hit 3 years, you can push your appointment time. Unaambia hii time sitakuwa, so they push it. Push until the time utakuwa umaliza hiyo time.
Yep.
3 years.
Aya. Nani Wambo Gifted Diaries anauliza, when applying and you're not in Kenya, does the details address matter? So Aimati, by the way I think vile alisema mailing address ilikuwa inatumika kitambo, but these days they no longer do that. Aya. Karaoke Wambugu, I've been unlucky thrice. Kuna jamaa nilisikia ameapply for 10 years bila kupata.
Yeah, keep applying. Kuna jamaa nilipata aliapply for 16 years. The 17th year is when he got
16 years. So
yes.
So
there's a time also we had a lady who applied for 8 years. The 9th year is when they got.
Wakapata. Okay. Gegeng Pressing anauliza, after you are selected, do you feel the DS to 60 immediately? Ndo upate case number high ama unaenda medicals?
After you get selected, that is when you get your case number. That
Yeah.
2NL comes with your case number.
Yeah. It doesn't.
You fill your DS to 60 immediately if you have the documents, the right documents at that time. Don't fill DS to
Passport,
60 if you
nini.
don't have documents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make
Ngoja
sure you
upate.
assemble. Yeah, you assemble everything before you can fill your DS to 60 because utakuwa back and forth unaambia KCC unlock this, unafill tena, then upate document ingine uambie tena unlock. Make sure you have the documents.
Yeah. Yeah. Juu alikuwa anauliza ati case number iko mbali in such a way that ukifikiwa visa zimeisha. Visa waambie nini kufunga nini na visa kuisha.
The duration ina nini? Ukipewa case number iko mbali, huwa wanapeana case numbers extra, not that everybody will be processed. But every year they have a quarter, a certain number they have to reach, a threshold. So if last year they didn't reach that threshold, this year they will try as much as possible to make that deficit of last year. And they have to process like almost every case number from October 1st to September 30th of the following year. Your fiscal year lazima wakuwa process as many as possible. When you fill your DS to 60 on time, it gives you like a lucky chance of getting the interview dates. Second thing, interview dates zinakuwa altered embassy availability ya kufanya appointment. Sometimes the embassy doesn't have dates. Inabidi they cannot schedule you an appointment. So you might lose it because the embassy doesn't have dates and the time has passed.
Okay. I think we anauliza, this one is asking about the single mother. I think we talked about that. Mojikith, how about when you don't have that somebody have to take a picture from Kenya to Qatar? Can I use a clear photocopy, a colored one? Someone is asking about
No, you cannot use a photocopy because you're altering with the pixels.
yeah.
Hizo pixels itaonekana, and this is something that is viewed by a machine, not a human. There's a time I was talking about how behind the scenes what is being done by KCC, and they process the photos first. They give the machine the photos, then it selects those that looks like human being. So every photo that has altered pixels, whereas Yeka Kando, they will look at them like randomly. Yeah.
They'll disqualify you from
So you can take a picture. Like there's a time I showed people how you can clearly take a good picture with your phone. If you're having an iPhone, kama mtu ako na iPhone ama Samsung, ina take a good picture. Enda simama kwa wall ya white, car straight, take a picture. When you go to the photo tool inakwambia, you can take a picture using your phone. It's not something complicated.
Yeah. Patia, tafuta mutu, mpatie simu, simama kwa wall ya white, akupige simu.
Yeah. Use the photo tool. Ukichukua your picture, you upload it on the photo tool, itakukropia.
It'll crop
the right size.
Crop it the right size. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I did a video for them about photos and the requirements that you need. But yeah.
Trust me, they don't watch. They don't listen to it.
Yeah. But the thing is, especially for people in the Gulf, people in Gulf are the ones that always complain because they're saying, they don't have photo studio. You don't need to have a studio. Get a friend, stand in front of a white wall, take a picture, and then you have the tools to be able to resize it according to. And then also I put the website that you can be able to check them to see if they qualify. The right.
Yeah, even there's online photo cropping tools. You don't need to be in a studio to crop your photo to the right size. Yeah.
Yep. Question: which date did he apply for his green card? If someone wants to apply through him, does he charge or does he do it for free? What's the biggest secret to winning the DV lottery? Love from Dubai.
DV lottery doesn't have a secret. It's a lottery. That's why it's called a DV lottery. It's a lottery. Diversity visa lottery. Nikawa sport pesa. haina point utasema ati hapa ni trick iko. And yeah, I used to apply for people, and they ended up being mute on me after succeeding. So I stopped applying for people. I was doing it for free. I wasn't charging anybody. Now nowadays I focus on helping now the people wenye wamekwama kwa barabara. Let's say the DS260 imekwama somewhere, or the USCIS need documentation and they don't understand what they need. I chip it there, and I help out for free. I don't charge. Wait, I niko na 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Aya, 10 minutes. Kuna mtu alikuwa anakuuliza nini? Ati if it's easier to get a green card if you're on this end, akona F1 visa.
Huyo najua ni kitu anasema. I will not answer that one.
Ajanga is pleading the fifth on that one.
Yeah.
On that one. Okay. Aya. I heard that ukiapply DV lottery na ufail baadaye ukitaka kwenda US na visitor visa wanaweza kuletea shida, watadhani nini. No, so there's a difference between playing the lottery and actually filling out the DS.
Attending the interview. Yeah. That is the difference.
Yeah. So and
it doesn't have anything on you.
Yeah. So kucheza playing entry doesn't have anything because it's just a random, it's a lotto. You're pretty much sending in your information for the machine or whatever they do use to pick the name. So this one will not affect your visa, whatever other visa you're applying for.
Yeah, and also nimetaka kusema nini? When you're going on a visit visa, your reasons doesn't justify if you're getting the visa or not.
Yep. All right. Me mailing. I think he was talking about the mailing address. The mailing address was being used in 2000.
Zile mailing ilikuwa inatumia 2000 ile masaa watu wako technology jo. Hii masaa watu wako huyo alikuwa anauliza mambo na mailing.
Yeah.
I answered that.
Yeah, Evans Walishe, how do you fill the form if you don't have a Form 4 certificate? It's so there's that when there's that primary only. If you didn't go, you can do. So if you went to high school and didn't graduate, you can do high school, no degree. Or if you just went to primary, you can just say primary, and then you'll have to meet the experience part of it. Ati Caroline Wambui wenye walioana kama iste wakaachana.
Yeah, I answered that one.
Okay. Aya. What if I did a college certificate? Which category? I think we talked about that. Yeah. You know, if you fill in your college, you're gonna need your college too verified. And so, but if you just do the high school, it'll be easier. The only minimum requirement is to have a high school.
Yeah, high school diploma.
Yeah. Joseph Mololo, I am married and I intend not to go with their family to the US. Must I present their documents?
Akusema why he doesn't want to travel with the family. Are they separated? Are they divorced?
No, I think he's married, but he doesn't want to come with the family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Reason. You have to tell the embassy what is the reason.
So wait, when you're filling out your DS260 in this case, do you say, because they ask you the question, you're married?
The DS260 inakwambia, like if you're a primary applicant, inakupatia two options.
Yeah.
Either you're traveling at the same time or follow to join.
And if you choose follow to join,
you go to the same visa appointment, but they have 6 months to travel after you travel.
Oh wait. So the first option you said you can travel with them, and then the other one is follow to join. But in both instances, do you still have to go with your family to the interview?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to pay for the visa fees and all those things. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
fill in you're married, if you put your family in, you have to also know that the cost will be added
Ex-
by the number of people times the
yeah.
number of people.
If you don't want them to join, you request for your DS to 60 to be unlocked, then you remove the family, then you put in a single.
Ah, wait. So
But
what if
why?
you wait? So
But
what if
why
you
would
entered?
you draw? Huh?
What if you entered married in the entry?
Hizo ni vitu za entry, unajua hizo ni zile vitu za bahati nasibu.
Informational to informational. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. DS
that's
to
why
60.
wanna that's why wanakuuliza little information about you.
Ah, so people don't
That,
worry. Kama ulijaza uko married au uko married. Ile msema
yeah,
kweli, the absolute
is
truth
your
is
DS,
DS to 60.
yeah, yeah, is it DS to 60. Trust me, hata year of birth change.
Okay. So you guys have had, doesn't matter what you did in the entry, the DS to 60 is ultimately what they have in their system and they can check the
Yeah,
DS,
your DS to 60 is now the document that is going through people,
the
not
NVC.
your not
Mhm.
your original application. Your
Yep.
initial, you're the basic, very basic.
Okay. Last time I applied, website had a lot of traffic, which made me submit the application more than once. And that is a problem, right?
Yeah, so the first few days the network is jammed because everybody
Wants
is
to
trying
apply.
to apply, so the system is overcrowded. The last days also it's overcrowded because now everybody she gonna panic. Oh, in Asia,
Wait for people.
the best time, goja majioni ya Kenya, like saa mbili saa tatu usiku ya Kenya
Amka, will wake up when people are
inakwanga,
sleeping.
yeah, inakwanga kind of relax a little bit, and hiyo ndio masaa unaweza weka. Ukifanya multiple entry inakuanga kama automatic disqualification. Though
Disqualification.
sometime back kuna jamaa alisema aliapply twice, but alitumia I think different information, then he got one, so he was worried about if he will lose. You can't lose if umepata uwezi nini. How do you put excess in the birth certificate name? Unaenda kwa nini, kwa
Yo,
registrar of birth certificates, and you remove the father. Unawambia tu you want to remove the father, watapiga x mingi hapo. Hiyo ni legit. Sasa kama hauna passport, wewe ni boy kwanza, you need to be deported back before you can get your passport.
yeah. Applying late or early, does it determine the case number you're going to
No,
get? No.
the computer determines.
Ati when one applies the DV lottery within the first 2 days, when is the probably time to have feedback?
Your feedback you'll get in May the following
Yeah,
year.
May following, yeah. Uh okay. I think this is the Nini Alafu way. Can I submit together with my certificate? Like,
No, it doesn't ask you for any PDFs.
yeah, yeah. What happens when you win a DV lottery and you're in a different country?
So hiyo nilitaka kujibu, but now because you're going through the questions, I said I will answer later on. So let's say you are in Qatar and your country is Kenya. So on your DS to 60, you're filling your DS to 60. There is a place it asks you which embassy you want your visa interview to be conducted. If you don't want to go back in Kenya, just say Qatar, kama kuna US embassy there. They will conduct your interview there. But still, you will have to get a good contact from Kenya. If you want to travel back to conduct your interview in Kenya, andika hapo, US Embassy Nairobi. They will take your case over there. But if it's 2 weeks to your interview, you cannot change it.
Haya, poa. Need wait. Okay. That's one asking about the crystal clear. Yeah, there are requirements about the photo. It needs to
Yeah,
be clear.
yeah. I think ONP ametengeneza video about photos. I saw it.
Yep. Just yeah.
Make sure you don't have shadows. Lighting is good. Your face is nothing crazy. Just a simple smile, not over smiling. Colored shirt, not a white shirt, because you need a white background. No hats unless it's a religious one. No glasses. Uh, Make sure at least masikio zinaonekana vizuri, ndio
Wait,
uwe na make your posture vizuri.
Ajanga, is Rastafari a nini? A religion?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so you can bobo
Yeah, Rastafari is a religion.
as long as your full face is visible. You can
Yeah,
so
you'll have to move it a little bit high
or put
and
a bun. Yeah,
above your ears. Yeah.
yeah. Put a bun. Okay. What if nilienda? What can I do if you have a visitor visa?
Ukiwa kama ulishakuwa visit, bado inside the US there's consulates. It's not that they are everywhere. Kuna consular offices, that's why kuna USCIS field offices.
Yep. Yep. And then, but please make sure you are not out of status. If you are not out of
Yeah.
status, unfortunately for Kemboi, even if you win the green card, unless you have a top shelf lawyer, your chances are. So yeah, that's why don't always if you can find a way to not be out of status, please don't do that. You can always
Yeah,
extend
yeah.
your visa or change your visa. What are my chances of winning as a South African born candidate?
It's a lottery.
Christian, it's a lottery. Yeah.
It's a lottery. Sometime when they start doing DV 2024, that is October 1st, I'll be able to obtain the demographics, like
So
the
actually,
threshold their countries,
yeah,
how they picked. Kuna ingine inatakanga tu only 3 people, like Lesotho, they only pick 3 people or 4, sometimes 2.
yeah.
So
I actually had that. I had the thing with all the info. If I
so
can
kila
find.
country inakuanga na numbers. Ati Ajanga, give us your Instagram handle, we follow you. Mi Instagram yangu ni private, hata siekagi kitu
Yeah.
hadi nitoke military. But if you already have a good conduct from Kenya, is that okay? Your good conduct is only good for 6 months. You'll need a new one, and depending on the time, you will have to renew it again. Make sure it's current when you're going for your visa interview.
All right. Yeah.
If nilienda na visit visa, kuna vile naweza pata green card apart from getting married. Yeah, ukipata job na hiyo job iko willing to file for you to get a green card. Yeah.
Yep.
Unaweza kuwa asylum seeker. Yeah. Unaweza kuwa umepigwa na mtu, you get a T1 visa.
U visa.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways, but you need a lot of justifications.
Yeah, so many ways. Yeah, you can get the short term, the temporary way, non-immigrant visas, work visas, the H
Yeah.
visa. You can go the EB3 visa, which is the work green card, which is a work green card. So there's a number of ways that you can, there's the EB. I've talked about the national interest waiver. That's an area too.
Sorry.
Okay. Kushman anasema mmesema verification ya KCSE certificate ni during the lottery application ama ukishinda.
After umeshinda.
After you win.
Alafu huyo ameuliza how do I feel Facebook ID in Gears to 60 if I had already deactivated it? You don't need to put your social media handles.
Yeah.
Ikitu sumbua watu. You don't. Just click none. Any social media handles, none.
Yeah. I don't think unless you you are flagged by the NSA for like terrorist stuff. I don't think they don't care about your little TikTok, Facebook accounts.
Is it a must to have a host, or can you prove that you can financially provide for yourself? Okay, it's not a must you have a host, but it's recommended to have a host because you will prove that you can live in an Airbnb for 3 months. That is the only thing they need to know from you. But remember, you need feats. You need somewhere a foundation to start on with. Huwezi kuwa kwa hoteli and your documents ziende kwa hoteli zitapotea. You will move from that hotel and
Yep.
ukiwa na host, hata kama uta move out from that house, documents zikifika hapo bado atakucontact kuambia documents zako zilikuja. Can I apply with different ladies? Hey. Nasikia mkiapply wengi per country mnapata wasee wengi. Nimesema every country inakuanga imepatiwa threshold ya number they need. So hata Ghana huwa ina apply watu 2 million and they still get 1,200.
You get the same number.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay, Owen.
Wait, sawa.
Wacha ni shoot.
Wait, Ajanga, if you I can answer the rest of the questions, but if people want to find you, where can they find you?
TikTok at Ajanga. My TikTok is Ajanga. You get me with the same name, and also when my Instagram is Ajanga.1. It's private. Niko na Facebook pia, Ajanga Moses. You get me there.
So if they want to find you, they find you on mostly on TikTok. Ajanga.
Yeah, mostly on TikTok. I answer a lot of questions on TikTok.
Yeah. So is it just Ajanga, or do you have 69 pseudo?
No, niko na pseudo. I can't tell my pseudo because people will get me. It's an underscore. What's any type of comment? Then you can put it there.
Okay. Okay. Man, thank you so much for coming through and answering the questions. I super grateful. Super grateful mazee umetupatia nini? When nikuulize swali before uende, affidavit of support ina nini unaongelelea kidogo tu.
Affidavit of support is just information about you, the host you're going to, and him acknowledging that he's hosting you.
Kuna form, is it a form they can go download online?
Yeah, it's from I-134 if you're doing for Greencard lottery, from I-134.
From I-134.
Wale watu wanapetitiania watu ni from I-864.
Haya, sawa. We, shukran sana Ajanga. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Next time sitakuwa na homa.
Haya watu wangu. Thank you man. Thank you. Haya, fiti. Bana. Yeah, hopefully mmesaidika. I try as much as possible to bring people who, they can impart information. I feel like information is power. When you are well informed, then you're well aware. We can, we don't have to end right now. We can go through some questions that you have. Actually, I was trying to find the Excel that has I had an Excel that I had the numbers for the people who've won the DV lottery, but trying to find it. But we can go through some of the questions. So yeah, I mean, this guy who was talking about the ladies, if you're married, say you're married. If you're single, say you're single. Don't complicate your situation. Don't put things that you're not able to support. If you put married, make sure you have a marriage certificate. Because if you put married and you don't have a marriage certificate, or it's dated after you filled your DS to 60, then that's going to disqualify you. Say what you need to say. You know, don't complicate your situation. You don't need to. If you're single, stay single. And then, you know, there's people who always, after you win and you submitted the, you know, after you win, there's you, hey, you know, can you add me into your, you know, add me into your entry, or into your DS260. You know, just go fast. Go fast. Don't, because some of these things, they come in and complicate, especially if it's, you know, if it's not an actual real marriage and someone is just telling you to add them there, that might complicate your situation. And for you, you've won your golden chance, your golden opportunity to come to the US, because coming to the US with the DV lottery is a golden opportunity. You come here and you can start working anytime. So don't complicate your situations, tafadhali. Go, honesty is the best key. It's always easy to answer when you've when you've answered questions honestly, because sometimes you might go to the embassy and they might catch you in a lie, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Kim Kahura and Asama, they saying there must be something fishy when students are under F1 to DV lottery or any permanent visas. No, I don't think there's anything fishy. You can change, you know, as long as you're an F1 student, you've maintained status, you can win the green card lottery and adjust your status. Okay. Yeah. For you to, when you, the green card is open to anybody who doesn't have a green card or a citizenship. It is open to anybody. It doesn't matter what country, what area you are in, as long as you can meet the high school, as long as you can meet the, you completed the high school, or you're able to show the 2-year work experience in, you know, that video that I did for you, you are, you know, and your country is eligible, because that's the other thing. You know, countries like Canada, Nigeria, they're not eligible. Okay. So, but as long as you were born in a country that was eligible, it doesn't matter what area or space you are in this world. Yeah. You can be in Indonesia, you can be in under the rock somewhere in Siberia, you can be in the Gulf, you can be in Turkey, you can be anywhere. But as long as your country is eligible, you finished your high school, and you know, that's those, and you have a good photo, just apply, because you know, you never know, because when you, the awesome thing about the DV lottery is when you come in as a DV lottery, you are able to start your life very well. Some people who come in here with non-immigrant visa, so the DV lottery falls under the category of immigrant visas. This means you are coming to the US permanently. You get here, it takes a few days, you know, for you to start getting, you know, you get your green card in the mail, you're able to apply for your social security number, you're able to, you know, start living life, applying jobs, you know, getting loans, all these different things. Okay. Joseph Ndegwa, currently I'm working in military base as a contractor. And I managed to visit USA. Do you think my chances are more? I mean, it looks like if you're a contractor, you know, as long as you meet the requirements, you have a good travel history. I've talked a lot about the visitor visa. So, you know, I have playlists too for, you know, for those of you who are joining me here today. I have made it easier for you guys. In my YouTube channel, I have done what is called playlists, and I can show you. I have done playlists to make it easy for people who are in, you know, who are in certain situations. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I make it super easy for you guys because I go ahead and do some of these things to make it easy for you. So, whoa, my thing disappeared. My thing disappeared. Okay, all right. So let me remove your thing here and try and make this. Okay, so if you go to my YouTube channel and you go under playlists, see, so you'll see videos, live posts, stories, playlists. If you go under, you'll find, so this immigration has most of the immigration videos I've done. You can see there's 160 of them. DV lottery videos, there's about 30 of them. See, that has a playlist on everything DV lottery related. You know, this has a lot of my videos. I have over 400 videos, guys. Yeah. If you're looking for work visas, US jobs, working remotely, you know, working from your country, there's that playlist for USA jobs and business ideas. 56 videos that are there for you. If you want videos about living abroad, I have those. If you have videos about hope and inspiration, I have those. And then there's this. If you are looking to come to the US as a US visitor visa, with a US visitor visa, B1, B2, I have 49 videos that are extensive. See, when I do my videos, I do them extensively. Yeah. I'm talking to you about US, you know, questions you might be asked, conferences, you know, conferences you can apply for 2023, 2024. I go through, you know, interview questions, all these things, everything that you need to get prepared for the US visitor visa interview. I have those. If you're looking for Canada immigration, I have 41 videos on Canada immigration, and so on and so on and so on and so forth. So this YouTube channel, let me tell you something, you know, and some people take this for granted. You don't find people who take that, you know, when you find people who take the time to research, like I do, to bring you some things that other people don't talk about, man, it's good to appreciate those people. That's why it's like, before you leave today, make sure you hit the like, man. Hit the like, share this video to somebody who is out there, you know, no, because the green card lottery is open to people who, you know, they won't ask you for your bank statement, all these things, your ties, things. It's an opportunity that's open for everybody. But my YouTube channel has a variety. So it has a variety. And if you're coming in here, you don't have any history, no knowledge, you don't know where to start from scratch, I would recommend go through the playlists, go through the visas. All the visas are, you know, I'm still unpacking. There's still a lot of visas that I need to do. I need to do U visas, T visas, P visas, O visas, R visas. All these visas I haven't done. I haven't done H2A visas. I haven't done H2B visas. I haven't done EB3 visas. You know, I haven't done E2 visas. There is a lot of content that I'm still going to be bringing to you. But if you're here, don't pay an agent. I'm here doing this for you for free. Me, the only thing I ask is, you know, hit the like, share my videos. But then, you know, you'll get so much information, and so on and so forth. I think, wait, let me see. Someone is asking about the R1 visa. I can talk about an R1 visa in a different category. It will be interesting to know. It's the first time I hear about DV lottery as a South African. I'm so interested. Actually, so what I can do is I can actually try and look for you the visa bulletin. Visa bulletin. Let me see. It's usually August. August is the let me see. Fiscal year 2022. I'll find it for you here. The visa bulletin, the particular visa bulletin that has the winners. I'll tell you. Come on. There's usually one that has the. Oh yeah. And I landed on it the first try I made. Okay. Let me share this tab and share with you. Let me remove your comment. Okay. So these are the numbers for DV. Which DV is this one? I think it's the last one, last year one. Let me check. DV 22 program. Let me go. Okay. So this is the last one. Dates of the DV 2023. It's still a valid, Nini. Still a valid. But this is the number of people who won, like in Africa. Okay, so you can see the numbers. Northern African countries often win. Northern African countries often win like the most. So you'll see like Algeria won the most. Egypt was another one. Where is Egypt? Egypt was another one. And then Morocco. So you'll see the Northern African countries, they win a lot. Kenya, highest who win. Ghana is also up there for countries, the number of people who are selected. South Africa. So this is your country. South Africa, there is 222 people who won from South Africa. Yeah, and then Congo. So Congo is the other one. Congo and North African countries win a lot. But like countries like, for my people, there's Tanzania doesn't have very many people who win, but I also think they don't have many people who play the DV lottery. Tanzania only 165, compared to like Kenya, 3,400. So you see, like there's 3,200 more people winning in Kenya than there are in, Tanzania. You go to Uganda. Where is Uganda? Uganda, there's 1,044. So it's more than Tanzania, but it's still way less than Kenya. Burundi is there, 400 people. So not so many people, but also too smaller country, not so many people also play, the DV lottery in. So yeah, you can see this. I'll put this link in. I'll put this link in the description of the video. I think it was the same thing here. If I look at DV 2024, let me look at August to see if August is the month that they publish the numbers. They publish the numbers. So that was DV 2023 that just ended. And it doesn't look like, DV 2024 was published. I don't think they published it in August. I'm trying to look here to see the visa bulletin. So they didn't publish it in let me see, September. This is for DV 2024. So DV 2024 is the one that people applied for last October and November, and they got their results in May of this year. Oh yeah. Okay. So let me share this. So this is DV 2024. Okay. And we'll see how it changed. So it's you'll kind of see it's like a theme. See, Algeria was very high last year. Actually, so Algeria went down. There were 55,000 last year. Wait, DV 2023, DV 2024, there were 51. So they reduced by 400. And then Burundi, they were 400 in 2023, and then they went up by another 476 in 2024. So the number went up high. Cameroon, Cameroon was high in DV 2024. It went up by like 1,000 from DV 2023. Let me see Congo. Yeah, so DR Congo, the Congo Democratic Republic, they went really down. So Congo, DV 2023, they had 4,300, and it went down to 2,500. So they went down by like close to 2,000 people, which is, I don't know why it went down by that, by that much. And then let's look at some of the countries. Eritrea, Ethiopia. Oh, Ethiopia I think also went up. Ethiopia last year, was 2,700. It went up to 3,000. So they added like 300. Now Kenya has been going up. If there's one trend that I've realized is Kenya has been trending up for the longest. So you see, DV 2024, we had 3,760. And DV 2023, we had 3,400. Kenya has been going up steadily every year. So something about Kenya that, you know, the numbers have been going, high. And then let's look at South Africa. So South Africa, last year, it was 222. This year, South Africa is 199. Guys, make sure you like the video, share the video with, with people that you will need this information. So yeah, South Africa is ranging about 200 people. But also, I don't think so many South Africans apply, because I think, Christina, you had said you didn't even know about this. So not so many South Africans apply. Let's look at Tanzania. So Tanzania, I think Tanzanians call it Tanzania. Americans call Tanzania, but it's actually Tanzania. So Tanzania was 348 this in a DV 2024, and it actually went up from 165. So Tanzania went up by like 100 or so. South Sudan still high, South Sudan. Wait, what happened? There's Sudan and there's South Sudan. Sudan 48 to 54. Wow, there was like 600 more people from Sudan selected. So we went up high. And then Uganda, 1,500. And Uganda last year, DV 2023, that will conclude the end of this month. Uganda was 1,044, and it went up to 1,500. So they added by 400. Kenya added by 300. Tanzania added like 100. And yeah, and then you have all these other countries. So you'll notice Nigeria is not here. See, and Nigeria is not here because it's disqualified. You look at other places too. Some people in Europe still win. So you have Europe, they play and win. North America, the only country that won in North America is Bahamas. So that means Mexico doesn't play. Canada doesn't play. And then you have Oceania, and South America. So the big numbers are in Asia, and Europe has big numbers too. So you'll see a lot of people in Europe have big numbers. Asia has small numbers, which is surprising. See, Asia has very surprising. Asia has small numbers, and then Africa and Europe usually take the cake. So hopefully that helped you, Christina, to kind of look at the numbers and and how they went about. Where did I stop? Okay. What criteria are they following for one to be called for the interview? They're following the case number. So I can show you too. So the visa bulletin, which is what I was showing you, visa bulletin kind of tells you. Here, let me show you. Actually, let me show you, which is, I think it's good information to show you about the visa bulletin. So and I'll take your comment off. So this is the visa bulletin that comes out every month. Okay, and every month, so see, we started for October. So they're telling us for October, this is for DV 2024. All right, so they start to put the cutoffs. Okay, so they say so if your cases are 10,000 or less, what the visa bulletin does is a green light. If your visa is 10,000 or less if you're from Africa, 2,000 or less if you're from Asia, 4,500 or less, or like North America too, Oceania and South America. Okay, there's some exceptions, with some countries with very high numbers, like Algeria, Egypt, Morocco. These countries have very high numbers. So for them, their number is only 7,500, and 5,500 for Egypt, and Morocco 5,600. What that means is they've been green lighted that if your case number is 10,000 or less, they can send you a 2NL. They can send you a 2NL, which, you know, gives you your, so send you your 2NL, which gives you your visa date, your interview date. But that is just the visa bulletin. That is just the Kentucky Consular Center saying we've green lighted, like in Africa, you saw 10,000, most of Africa. Let's ignore the exceptions. They said 10,000. If your case is 10,000 or less, you have a green light to get a 2NL to prepare for your visa interview. That means going for, you know, your medical, verifying all your certificates and all that stuff. So there's that green light. But the problem comes in because just because they've said 10,000 or less, they can get a 2NL. It also has to, there's also another determinant. The embassy that is processing this visas also, because so that is the determinant. They could be like, so they've said 10,000 or less can get a 2NL. But the problem comes in because the embassy is not able to take as many people as are given the green light by the Kentucky Consular Center. So now the embassy decides, the embassy, the number of spots they have to interview you determines whether you'll get a 2NL or not. So it's when the you know, like let's say Kenya, when the Kenyan, you know, the US embassy in Kenya is open, like there's some slots open to bring in and interview DV, you know, DV lottery winners. They'll tell Kentucky, okay, we have this many slots, send them 2NLs. Kentucky Consular Center sends you 2NL. So there's a difference between a visa bulletin, there's a difference between actual people who, you know, so not many people who are, you know, like 9,000 will get a 2NL because maybe the embassy is usually very busy. Hopefully I'm explaining that. That's where the case numbers really vary. So it's the embassy, like the U.S. embassy in Tanzania, the U.S. embassy in Uganda, the U.S. embassy in South Africa is the ones that are going to reach out to Kentucky Consular Center and say, we have this number of spots open, send this, and this case number, they're 2NLs, and then they'll send you 2NLs. That's where the case numbers play a big role, okay? Ajanga said you can contact him on TikTok. Kim Kahura, is it because he dodged that question when a certain lady asked, she's under F1 and asked him, acheze kama yeye? No, he was taking somebody somewhere. How can embassy tell whether you are married or single or married? Marriage certificate will tell whether you're married or single, you know? Talk about the R1 visa. That's it's on my list of things to cover. People saying thank you for the great information. So hi, wondering, I don't have the fourth form certificate. Can I play to get up? Yeah, I cannot advise. I cannot talk on that. You know, that one, it has to be really you. So if you don't have, if you don't have your form 4, wait, do you not have your form 4 certificate because you did not get it, or because you did not go to high school? Because if you went to high school, all you need to do is go to that website, QMIS. I put it in this video. You can go back and check it. Check on that. They'll be able to, they can give you another one if you never got it. Otherwise, I cannot advise on the other question you're asking. That one, we say now Tanzania, we're ready to score many chances. New day is coming. Yeah. Part of the reason Tanzania is they get not so many people is because not very many people in Tanzania apply, or not many people in South Africa, they apply. So does the number of people who win the DV lottery vary from year to year? Yeah. So they vary year to year. And I think I kind of walked you through some comparison between DV 2023 and DV 2024. It does, You'll see some of them, it went up by 1,000. Some of them, it went down by, 600. Some of them, it went. So it really does vary. It's however they're trying to, they manipulate their numbers to get. Does it mean that you require a miracle to be selected, another miracle to be interviewed? That is very true. Just because you get selected, don't sell your houses, don't sell everything, don't go quitting your jobs just because you were selected that I'm going to America. Wait until you actually get your visa, because there's a difference between being selected. There's a difference between, starting the process, because, you could have issues with your host, or something could go wrong, if you don't have your information right. So wait until you get your visa. That's when you're going to America. So don't sell your things. Yeah. DV 2023, unfortunately, is one of those years that a lot of people were disappointed. By September 5th, they had issued over 54,000 visas. That means there was only like 800 remaining. September 5th. The process is supposed to end September 30th. By now, I think they've already finished the visas. So that means they finished the visas. Anybody who never got to go to the embassy, anybody who didn't get a 2NL, they lose their chance. They lose their chance. That is why I also say, just because you won the DV lottery doesn't mean you cannot play the next one. So if you won the DV 2024, play DV 2025, because you might get different case numbers. You might get a lower case number in the next year, okay? So don't stop playing until you get your visa. You don't have a green light to come to the US, okay? So because you can win and keep, putting your DS to 60, and then you go check on your status. I've done videos. If you go to the DV lottery playlists, you'll find a video on how to check your case number, case status. You might just find yourself on NV. The Kentucky Consular Center is waiting for your embassy to say, give the green light for your case to be sent, for you to be sent a 2NL. So I've done. So if you go to the DV lottery playlist, by the way, you'll find out how much do you need to go through the whole process of, and you'll also get to know some of the things like the process of filling out the DS260. I've gone through the DS260 form with you over there. I've talked about, names. If you have different names, I've talked about different scenarios. There's so many videos. So check the DV playlist if you want to know how much money you need, okay? They don't ask you for a bank statement for the DV lottery. They don't ask you, but you need the money to process some of these things. Air ticket, the medical, the visa fee, the green card fee, all that information. I've talked about it. DV lottery. If you tell people that to do the application, does it? No, doing the application in the US doesn't increase your chances. How much money should you have in your bank account to settle in the US? Well, I came to the US with $5? Yeah. I landed in the US as an F1 student with $5. So my friend, US is the land of opportunities. Land of opportunities. If you don't have money, find connections, find people. And like you saw Ajanga came back and he's staying at his host's house. When you get a host, make sure you're very nice to your host. Be good, be courteous. We talk about so many things about hosts. Contribute. If you start earning, please pay for utilities. Say offer to pay for some things. If your host is taking you to your work, say, let me fill your gas. Let me do something. Help out in the chores. Be courteous. Don't just sit there, eat their food, fat, and sleep there, and you're not doing anything. You're not helping. It's like you arrived. You just sit, watch TV 24 hours, man. Let me tell you, good relationships with people who are hosting you are people who, they're capable because they have to meet the threshold for you to be able to host you. But also those are very important people, and you need to keep those relationships because you never know when you might need them. You never know when you might need them. So don't go spoiling your name, because those people are very important. So don't just, be nice, be courteous. If you go under someone's roof, don't go spreading their information to everybody. Sometimes, like, people come, they host you, and then after that, you go air their dirty linens out in public. You know what you have done? You are very ungrateful, because that person might just say, I will never host anybody. And so, because of you being not courteous, you've cut off anybody else who was to benefit from that host. But also, too, you've cut out your blessing, because it's not a blessing when somebody blesses you and then you in turn come and treat them badly. Someone who's willing to host you, they like appreciate what they have done. They might not be your cup of tea, they might not be the best people, but if they're hosting you, they're giving you a place to sleep, a place to eat. Be respectful, stay there. Even if you don't like the atmosphere, you don't like the rules that you have to live under, it's okay. You're not there permanently. You're there, and go to work as much as possible, save enough money, find another roommate, move out, but don't live on bad terms. You see, don't live on bad terms. Don't badmouth them. Don't start, man. You are in someone else's house. Live by their rules. If you had your own money, you could have gone and rented your own apartment, but you don't. So just be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Let me ask, based on what nimeuliza, unafaa kufanya medicals? No, you do your medicals after you get your 2NL. You do. So once they send you the second 2NL, is the second notification letter. Once they send you that, that's when you do your medical. So, and they'll give you everything. The green card process is very straightforward. They'll kind of walk you through the whole process. But also, if you want to know the whole process I've gone through, I have a video done on that. There's no age limit for the DV lottery. Yeah, there's no age limits. It varies. I think some of them say 18 to 35, 18 to it just, and it also depends with the branch. Sometimes they might have exceptions for your age if you're qualified. 2NL. What is 2NL? That's the question. 2NL. 2NL, I've explained, is a second notification letter. Second notification letter. The first notification letter, if they would call it the 1NL, is when on May, next month, when you fill your DV, you do your entry and you come check your results in May, you get the first notification. That's the first notification letter telling you that you have been selected. And then once you've been selected, you fill the DS260, you submit it, your DS260 goes in line. And then now, according to your case number, the first thing Kentucky Consular Center does, it green lights your case numbers. So like we looked right now in October. So this is the October, I believe which I think this is this a September visa bulletin? I'm trying to go to the top to make sure that I'm referring to the right. Yeah, so this is the September. So September said up to 10,000 visas, up to, if your case is 10,000 or less, you can get your 2NL. But then you have to wait for your embassy to get ready for you, and then they'll tell Kentucky Consular Center. And then when Kentucky Consular Center is informed there is space for you to interview, they will send you what is called your 2NL. Your 2NL, your second notification letter, is the one that notifies you that your interview is on this date, and it tells you, go ahead and book your medical, and then get ready for your interview. I thought you do medical. No, see, you cannot do medical unless you do your 2NL. You get your 2NL. So, and the fact that you've gotten your 2NL is a very good indication. That's a very good indication that your chances of getting your visa are higher. Okay, so then that's when you get your 2NL. It tells you your visa is gonna be, your interview is gonna be on this date. So you already have a visa interview scheduled, and so you go do your medical. Go do your medical. What does one feel for? Because if you were born outside Nairobi, that's what we talked about. The address, just fill in the address. It doesn't, you can fill in whatever address. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can put whatever city. Nairobi is a city. Nairobi is a province. Or you can put an A for province if you live in a city, if you live in a place that doesn't have a province. Any, just choose wherever you live. Put that address. It is not important. It is not important. What's important is your names, to make sure that you have your names right. Your last name, your middle name, and your first name. Use your passport. If you don't have your passport, use your birth certificate. The next thing too is, making sure that you're putting in your marriage status right, the kids right, and the email address right. Because without an email address, you will never get the first notification letter. You'll never get communication, which would be unfortunate, because they send you communication through your email. And if you don't have access to your email, then you lose a lot. So your email is very important. There's a notice from US Embassy that so let me explain the naming of DV lotteries. The way they name the DV lotteries is when these lotteries will end. And by the way, I'm about to end. So because I have to go to my son's soccer here soon. So DV 2023. Okay. I think this is the last questions. We've been here a while. DV 2023. If DV 2023, those people filled DV 2023 in October of 2021, October to November of 2021. It is called DV 2023 because the lottery ends September 30th, 2023. Okay? So the DV 2023 will end September 30th of this month. That's why they call it DV 2023. People who played last year, October, 2022, October to November, they are called DV 2024. Why are they called that? Because the last time you can get a visa is September 30th, 2024. DV 2024, because the program ends 2024. See, after September 30th of this month, if you were not called for the interview and there's no, or if the visas, so here's where I'll talk about your question. DV 2023, unfortunately, was a very sad year for a lot of people because the visas, by the time September 5th was here, they had issued over 54,000 visas. The cap for a year is 55,000. So that means by September 5th, there were only 800 or so remaining visas. And so that program will end. If you haven't gotten your 2NL from DV 2023, unfortunately, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it, and the program will end. But like years in the past, the program has, up until September 30th, people have had visa interviews until September 30th. September 30th is the absolute last day that you can get a visa. If you don't have a visa interview by September 30th, forget, you will not get the visa. You will not get the lottery. Forget that year, go to the next year and apply. That's why I keep telling people, just because you won doesn't mean that's the end. Keep applying. Keep applying. You are increasing your chances, because one year you have high case number, another year you have a low case number. And I think that's it. We've talked a lot today. There's been a lot of information shared in the 3 hours that we have, man. Like always, man, please don't go without hitting a like. Don't go without sharing a video. This information is very critical. Our people, they're getting caught conned and scammed by agents. You know, just over the course of last year, so many people have reached out to me wondering, and someone applied for me. I don't know where they are. I don't have any email address to be able to recover my confirmation number. I have nothing. Unfortunately, you know, some of those people had won, but because your agent has disappeared, or because the agent goes in and fills in wrong information, you know, it gets you to a point where you are either denied your visa or you are disqualified. So do it by yourself. I'll try. When it opens up, I'll try and go online and you know, and we can do something. I cannot fill it for you. I think if I have to complete the application for you, then I think you guys have to pay me for my time to actually complete it for you. I do give you information for free to do it for yourself, but if you want me to do it for you, unfortunately, that is, you know, that's a different level. I would have to charge for me to be able to do that. And so, you know, I might decide to do that for people who are still don't want to watch my videos and learn all this information, because how is it that after all these videos today, like these 3 hours, how is it that somebody would say, I have no idea about the DV lottery? You know? All right, watu wangu. Please elaborate story a case. Please elaborate story na case number juu unasikia mtu ako na case number 30K na nakosa interview. Yeah. So here's the thing about case numbers, and I've talked. I've done videos. If you go to the playlist, the DV lottery playlist, you will see me talk about the, you know, the cap, the 55,000 cap, the case numbers. I've talked about this in my videos. What I'm saying is there are 55,000 visas that need to be issued every year for the DV lottery. But when they select the number of people, they select way more than 55,000 people. You see, they select way more than 55,000. Like, you know, some years it's been 120,000. So 55,000, 120,000. What does that mean? That means about 65,000 people are not going to get visas. That is, so just because you are in Africa and your case number is 30,000, you see, and your case number is 30,000, doesn't mean that you're going to that it's just 35,000 ahead of you. There's all the other regions. There's Africa, there's Asia, you know, there's Latin America, there's Europe, there's all these different things. Ajanga went and came back. Ajanga.
Yeah.
Yeah. We. Please elaborate. Ebu ambie story ya case number. Tell them about case number.
Please elaborate story ya case number. Unasikia mtu ako na case number 30K na anakosa interview na case 55K zinafaa kushughulikiwa. Kwani kunaendaje? So watu wengine, they don't submit their DS260 on time. So there's no way the embassy can shughulikia your stuff and you didn't submit it. Alafu simu yangu iko wapi?
Nini imepotea?
Give me a second, I'm coming.
Oh yeah, sure. Jiji Pressing, swali ya mwisho, utafanya nini ndio kesi yako ikuwe juu? You cannot do anything. That is random. It's called, when they select you, they give you the case number. You cannot do anything. That is beyond your control. That is Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam decides that for you. Uncle Sam decides that for you. unafaa create WhatsApp group here. I have a Telegram group. Yeah, and the link is in every video that I do. So yeah, you cannot manipulate your case number. Your case number is your case number. Your case number is your case number. Yeah, where? Man, that was I've been here 3 hours. You know, hey man, if they paid me by the hour, I would have made some good money now. If they paid me like I was at work, I would be right now. I would have made some good money. 3 hours, 25 minutes. 3 hours, 25 minutes. As we're waiting, I think, for Ajanga. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? But I think, wow, yeah, we've covered a lot today. Covered a lot. Yeah, I think I'll let Ajanga finish that last question, and then we can call it a day. Otherwise, man, keep coming back here for more information. There's a lot more information, a lot of information that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. I am not mimi si mchoyo. Aya, are you back? Oh, are you mute? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. I think you're muted, Ajanga.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to switch my internet.
Oh, okay.
Inakuwa na nini? Kasumba mode. I don't want to.
Yeah. What does that fill up kwa city? Yeah, and they also wanted to know you. How can we contact you? I think he said he put his Janga put his link there. Please make sure you share the video. I think it's helpful for people to get good, accurate information. I think Ajanga is still working on his internet. Naftari Owen, big up. Thank you, man. We have to help our people. Bana. Yeah, and this is a good way for you to come to the US, and giving you the right information helps you apply correctly. And there's not a good clean DV entry. Good clean DV entry, it gives you the opportunity to win. Gives you the opportunity to win. Na ukishinda na hauna host na ujui mtu yoyote majuu. Yeah, when Ajanga is back, he can answer that. But you know what I can say about hosting is, with the internet, the world has become a global village, and sometimes we tend to use social media in the wrong way. And so take advantage of social media. When I was coming to the US 2009, a lot of these things were not available, but now you can get in TikTok and interact with, people who are actually in the US. And so those are some of the, those interactions, go there, give to those people. You never know. It could be opening a door, connect with these people. These people are in the US. You go to YouTube, you have all these people who are living in the US, they're doing content about the US. Ask those people. So many ways of finding a host is, as long as you're not hiding, don't just go to the internet to do sherati.
Hey, nimerudi.
Aya.
Internet inajaribu kuleta mushkili hapa kidogo.
Aya, utajibu hiyo nini kwanza? Hiyo ya case number.
Yeah. So, earlier on, I had explained about why it was good the time walikuwa wanaitisha document first before they can schedule you for an interview, right? So with that walikuwa once you have submitted your documents, that is when they were scheduling you for interview, regardless of the time. But now because they went back to what they were doing before the document period, inamaanisha if your case was 30,000 and you didn't submit, let's say 20,000, and the visa bulletin for December is 20,000, and your documents are not processed for December interviews, the chances of you getting that visa interview is very minimal, because now they have passed that, they are going next to the other case numbers. So hiyo ndio ina happen. I think a lot of people this year walikuwa caught up with that, because now your time passed and then didn't your document were not approved by USCIS, and now you are struggling. What happened? What went wrong? Ni wanarudi to the old ways, which is a very bad idea. And it's just if you miss your visa bulletin month, then you're done.
Poa poa. Wait, Ajanga, I just realized that I have to jet for my son's soccer. So, we'll schedule another one. I know, we'll schedule another one to kind of go deeper into, some of these questions, some of the logistical ones. But man, I appreciate your time and your help in
Yeah,
this.
I'm here the whole of this month. I'm on vacation.
Okay. So what's out?
I'll be going back October 1st. That is when I'll be flying back. Yeah.
Man, I'll try and find
But any weekend I'm available.
Sawa. Fiti, man. Thank you so much, though. Thank you for coming through, man, and always willing to share information freely.
Fiti. Wacha nichome mahindi, nataka kuhakikisha jiko sasa.
Sawa. Wacha nikimbie soka basi. Haya. Asante sana. Haya, fiti. Watu wangu. Man, sini hivo. Thank you so much for, tuning in. Thank you for your, thank you for the likes, kwa comments, everything. Nashukuru maze. Don't leave without, hitting that like, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Alafu, you'll get notified, man. A lot of information coming, a lot of good content coming, good things coming. Brian Kipkurui, your question is right, yeah. So there's no 200,000 case, but if there's a 35,000 case in Africa, there might be another 35,000 case in Europe. So there's so many people. The visas are more, the selectees are more than the visas that are to be issued. That's why some people don't get selected. That's why if your case number is so high, you won't get a visa. Aya, sawa. Watu wangu, man, until next time, man, be blessed.